Bless up to all my Jamaican people, the diaspora and friends of Jamaica. Hope you are all amazing. Welcome to Jamaica Worldwide. This is Bob Campbell. I know we have an interesting video here for you today. Of course, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That would be amazing. Of course, also enable notifications. Yes, smash that bell so you can receive new videos as soon as they are released. You can also donate to Jamaica Worldwide through our PayPal. The link is in the description. Now what I want to talk about is the situation that is currently going on with the people in Bernard Lodge, the housing scheme or the informal housing scheme or settlement that has developed over the period of a year or some time ago, where it is said that people have reported that they have bought property and they are building on the property, and this is against the government telling them to cease and desist from carrying out construction on these properties. What I specifically want to talk about is, and let me just firstly say that I am not a supporter of any particular party, whether JLP or PNP. It's not my interest to support a particular party because I am for the development of Jamaica, and there's no way you can be for the development of Jamaica if you are diehardedly for one party. And if I am, I would honestly say I am. And in the future, if I do choose to support a party politically, I wouldn't be afraid to do so. But right now, I want to speak to the response from Mark Golding in this whole situation. Mark Golding being the president of the People's National Party. Now, I personally believe that he has just cost himself the election. And I don't know what they have up their sleeves, but I believe that if it is their intention, the PNP, to follow through on what they have been doing over the past few months, we have seen some activity from them. And to just jump up at anything that the JLP does and find a fault, it is not going to work, right? Because this is what they have been doing. This is what the opposition has always been doing. Whether opposition is JLP or PNP. Why I think that Mark Golding is throwing away this opportunity is because, one, firstly, this situation is a situation where there's a threat to law and order, right? And law and order in the sense of development and community development and informal settlements and squatting and all of that. Now, what Mark Golding has done with his pledge to take the government to court in response to the demolition of some properties. And listen to me, hear me out, because the PNP themselves can learn something here. What he has done has said to the people that don't worry about the law, right? Vote PNP, we will help you. No matter if you are in a situation which is illegal, where you are on government property, illegally building a concrete structure. Now, first I want to say that whoever is advising Mark Golding, right? You are you are getting free money, right? And kudos to you. But in 2022, the problem that PNP is having is they are not finding an angle to attack the character or the institution, which is the JLP or Andrew Holness, to have some kind of presence to show they are a worthy opponent in the upcoming elections. The feeling is that they have nothing to offer, really, right? Now, what people want to see is not the same old time politics. People want to see progress. I mean, people see what's going on, especially these young people coming up. People looking at America or looking at other developed countries and saying, the law there is so strong. The mailman can come and deliver a package to your doorway and it stays there. Nobody now trouble it. It is protected by a level of respect for the law, right? I'm not saying that packages don't get stolen, but it is in the minority. And even so, it is quickly dealt with, right? So when there's a situation where the government is enforcing a law or enforcing their right against illegal activity, and you, Mark Golding, now jumps in, and what you have done, you have become the face of the defense of the old time system where illegal activity is somehow protected. You have to remember, you have people overseas who want to come to Jamaica and invest and know that they buy a property somewhere and nobody not gonna trouble it, nobody not gonna live for it. And even if somebody does, they can, under the protection of the law, deal with it and be sure about their own standing. And it's not that Andrew Holness and the JLP will provide this progress, but it is for either party, whether PNP or JLP, to convince the people that they are the one who will, without a doubt, fight for this progress and bring this progress, right? We have seen many popular politicians, so it is not impossible for Andrew Holness and the JLP to lose the next election. But what Mark Golding has failed to do is to prove that the PNP is no longer a partisan kind of situation, kind of a party, right? Where if you are for PNP, you will prosper or whatever, and if you are not, then dog na mess up, right? And this is something that Andrew Holness was very good at, where he has carried out many projects that have been started by the PNP. And I always hear people saying, oh, he's carrying out, he's doing what the PNP have planned or have put into place. But the real problem is that people feel like if Andrew Holness or the JLP comes up with a good idea, they will scrap it because it's not what they came up with. Now, what would have been a better response is if instead of coming and saying to people that, oh, the government shouldn't have done this or they should have done that, and we're going to take them to court, what they should have really done is rightfully question how a development like this could have happened in the first place, and probably pressure Andrew Holness into explaining why the government, the people's land, was being built upon by what is believed to be squatters, right? And maybe I would even go further as to question why Andrew Holness didn't remove all the structures that were illegally on the property. That is what would tell people that Mark Golding is just as serious about development, or even more serious about legal and proper development of the country. Why is this important? You see, a lot of people might look at the situation and say, oh, the government has done a terrible thing to these poor people building their mansions in Clifton. But what is more important is the people in the diaspora and other people in the national space in Jamaica who look at the lawlessness that happens in Jamaica and look at all the people that get away with doing the wrong every day, when the government should really be doing the job that they collect the taxes to do. If this can happen to the government, then what will happen to the private landowner whose land is getting sold off, or there's something illegal happening to this landowner, right? Because there's one landowner, and several squatters. So if there are several squatters, that's several votes, as opposed to one vote for one landowner. And this is what has been happening. That is why when there are squatters on a property, there's no kind of purposeful alacrity seen within the government, because nobody wants to lose the political favor. Now, Andrew has shown that he is serious about development in an orderly and legal way. What Mark Golding has done was just see people who are presumably vulnerable and went over there and say, vote PNP. Because if they actually vote PNP now, then this case would be then against a PNP government. And notwithstanding that, right? If what they have done is illegal, can this case really go anywhere? Or is it just another mind game, just a trick? And as the events play out, his response will be more and more regrettable. Now, that's just my 5 cents. I mean, I'm not the greatest of political analyst or anything like that. But one thing I know is people. And the Jamaican people want to see someone who is serious about taking Jamaica to the next level. And what is going on? Jamaica wants to see someone that's serious about taking Jamaica to the next level, where if you are illegally on a property, you will be removed, and there's no fear of the person, the owner of the land, worrying about what their rights really are. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. That would be amazing. Of course, this is Bob Campbell, and you're watching Jamaica Worldwide. Bless up.